Well, hello, folks. Hello, everybody. Your humble host, Mike Kamal. I'm actually not going to use the mic today because I don't feel like using it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another radio show episode. I believe it's episode 56 or 57, 58. I think it's 57 or 58. I can't remember. It's one of the high 50s. I think it's like 56, 57, 58. Somewhere around there. If you guys don't know about that, that's a story and gag from the old vlog days, but it's 57 or 58. I can't remember, but you know. Hello, everybody, and welcome again to one of these. Hope everybody's staying safe. Everybody's social distancing, 6 feet apart. We're using hand sanitizer like crazy and the like. America, and my fellow Americans and my fellow world people on YouTube, and my individuals on YouTube and around the world. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, and hopefully we're taking quarantining, and everything out safely and seriously. So it is middle of the week. I thought I'd do a middle week catch up, maybe. I'll be here maybe 15 minutes, I'm gonna say. I'm just not gonna shuffle through anything. So I just want to say that I think we're in another week into the quarantine. I didn't record Monday. For some odd reason, and everything. So I hope you guys are all safe. Hope we're all doing good and such. And we will get through this. So I worked today, and I went into the breach again, and went to the hazards of going through that again. People are starting to buy stuff again, so I think it's starting to pick up since the media is intent saying that we're heading to the peak of this thing. So people are going to start buying again, and so yeah, I noticed that people buying stuff again, and it's going to happen. So I'm noticing the same trends that I noticed a couple weeks ago, and everything. So it's getting back into that point where I think people are buying stuff again, and people are gonna deplete stuff again, and we're just gonna have to keep up and do our best to kind of do well. We're not gonna get any fresh meat because I think one of the plants that produces meat just got quarantined, so that's gonna suck. The next couple of weeks, we're not gonna have fresh meat on the shelves, so we're gonna ration all the meat and all the other stuff that we can and use it wisely, because America needs protein to run. So I guess rationing is going to be a big thing for meat and vegetables. So meat, vegetables, dairy, and all the other stuff, because rationing is one of those things. I think back when my grandfather was a kid, my grandfather, Joe Dominicucci, he actually used to bag. He actually used to be in grocery. He actually used to be a grocer, and he actually used to bag groceries and be a grocery guy. Boy, back in the 40s, back when World War II was happening, and he remembers how people had to buy, how people were buying certain things and people weren't spending as much. I think it's because people kind of were kind of used to it because of obviously the Great Depression. He lived through that, and he would tell me that people would buy certain things and people would ration, because you never knew when the food supply would stop. and you had no idea what would happen next because the war was so unpredictable and people didn't know if they were going to need to be lights out and stay in their homes and whatnot for the time being. So, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, you just got to ration your money, save up everything, and you got to be really, really good with your money these days. Can't be spending a heck of a lot because the average I'll spend right now is maybe $5 on stuff. And if I have to buy something for the house, or I have to buy bread, or if I have to buy a couple loaves of bread, maybe 3-4 loaves of bread, that's probably going to cost me $6-7, which I don't mind spending because that's money well spent for the family. Because I bought loaves of bread and stuff for the house, and that will help because, and I'm pretty sure my grandpa told me that he did contribute to a lot of the food coming in the house, because, as I said, he was in a grocery store, and he could actually you know, he'd come home with bread, butter, and whatever else not he'd come home with when he had to. So, you know, my grandfather definitely lived through times like this, but not during a pandemic, obviously. But there were obviously shortages of food, and there were obviously rationing. There was obviously a lot of rationing going on. So it's definitely to the point where when we're eating, we try to save as much as we can. We try to divide up our meals a little bit more, and we try to save some more for the next night. Like we just had spaghetti and meatballs today, so we're going to have a little bit more tomorrow night. We saved a little spaghetti so we could actually do this, and so we could actually do that, because the more we stretch our meals, the better, the more we're going to get out of it, because we want to get the best bang for our buck for our money. And we're not drinking water up the yin yang. I mean, we are drinking a lot of water, but we're trying to drink 1 per person, or 1 or 2 per person, so we don't have to keep going to the store. And there's always tap water, so that's always a technique. So that sort of thing. So the story is ration, and obviously stay healthy, because we're obviously going to have to eat the proper foods in order to stay healthy and stay up and running. So obviously my mother, when she cooks meals, she's obviously going to cook meals that are high in protein, very low in sugar. Well, a lot of meat and cheese has sugar because of, you know, natural additives and all other stuff. But stuff that's high in protein and will keep our systems clear, and not much alcohol consumption, because you know, that's one way to upset the system, after a long time. So yeah, so I don't think I've drinking any brewski since this all started, because, you know, that's one thing that your stomach isn't going to want to do, because if you're sick, you have to stay home. You have to get a doctor's note, and I can't afford to stay home because I want to be part of the war effort, of course. Or this, yeah, I call it a war effort because, you know, does feel like we're in a war with a pandemic and this disease. So, so it's definitely important to definitely eat healthy and drink a lot of water. Get plenty of sleep. I'm definitely sleeping. I usually go to bed at 10:30, so I can get up at 7:30, at 6:30, 7 o'clock, so I can actually get up, get dressed, and get ready. Well, I take a shower, of course, and you know, just so I can be ready for the day, ready to tackle it, and ready to go the distance. So it's definitely going to be a procedure that I have, and you stick to one procedure and you don't break out of it, because if you break out of your procedure, then it's going to screw you up, and then you're not going to be able to rest, obviously. and I'm naturally relaxed. Yeah, I'm stressed. Yeah, I'm stressing about this too, and the future's unsure, uncertain at the moment. Hopefully, we will get through this, but you know, each and every day, you just take one day at a time. You just don't really stress. You don't really look ahead because, unless you need to, you look at. I mean, I'm looking ahead towards the future because obviously this is gonna die down sooner or later. It will. Because it's always good to dream, because you got to do that to keep alive, right? That's one thing that my grandfather said. It's good to have a dream. It's good to have a motivation. I definitely have a motivation to go back to school and such next year. And I definitely think that that's definitely a good thing, because yeah, your friends can motivate you, and it's good to be motivated by friends. It's good to be motivated by family, your teammates, and everything. It's the reason why I'm good to be motivated by my parents, my brother, my friends, Megan, Tom, April, and my teammates. Well, April counts as a teammate, who actually just went on a 2-week LOA. So she's up for another 14 days. I think it's because she's sick. I'm not sure. I'll have to check back on what that's about. But obviously that's her business, not mine. So, but yeah, everything's good. I'm healthy, guys. I'm still cranking away. Just gotta keep on going and run the way I've always been. So, so yeah, I'm just doing really well. Hopefully you guys, for those of you who are fighting this thing and are out there fighting this thing, stay safe. For those of you who are sitting this one out because either your industry is not supporting it right now, and you're on leave, or you're on unemployment, hopefully the light is into the tunnel for all of us, both people that are fighting this thing and people that have to sit on the sidelines. It sucks for all of us that we're in this situation, but we got to stay positive, and obviously we will get through this. We'll get our lives back into a normal running position soon, and you know, and we'll be good, because obviously a lot of people know the severity of this thing, and hopefully we can stay good. You know, it's just one of those things. All right, everybody. I'm your humble host, Mike Camo, here on the Massachusetts Central Radio Show, here for another episode. I'm coming to you from April 15th, 2020. I'll see you guys in the next one. I think that will be on Friday. And then I'll do one on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So you guys will see me again for another couple days. I'll tell you guys my adventures from beginning of the week, from the end of the week, and then I will obviously roll into next week and hopefully survive. Keep surviving, because I will, because I'm strong, and I'll survive, and I'll stay alive. So see y'all later, and I'll catch you guys on Friday night.